Guatemala, heart of the Mayan world. Guatemala is one of the 7 countries that make up the Central American Isthmus, and it's located at the geographical center of the American continent. Guatemala is the country that has the most of the Mayan civilization. Actually, we are the one and only country who still has living Mayan culture, making us the true heart of the Mayan world. The original name is Guatemalan, meaning land of the trees, and with the official name of Republic of Guatemala. With a population of 16,514,591 and a territorial extension of 108,890 square kilometers. Guatemala has a political division of 22 departments, and the capital city is named Guatemala City. The currency use is named quetzal, with an exchange rate of $1 to 7.60 quetzales. Spanish is the official language, but there are 21 more of Mayan origin. In major cities, you can find bilingual people that can assist you in the English language. The climate is an average 22 degrees Celsius or 70 degrees Fahrenheit, making it a place comfortable to be outside at any time of the year. And that is why it is called the land of eternal spring. You can find 7 perfectly structured regions. Guatemala, modern and colonial. It's well known that Guatemala City is one of the most modern and cosmopolitan cities of the region, but still preserves the historical heritage, blended perfectly with the modern lifestyle. A city in constant change, offering chic shopping centers, hospitals, and state-of-the-art aesthetic centers, as well as world-class venues for exhibitions, conferences, meetings, theme parks, and golf courses. Close to the city, you can discover La Antigua Guatemala, the third established capital by the Spanish. Founded in 1543 and named Ciudad de Santiago de los Caballeros de Guatemala in 1566. After the plagues, floodings, and earthquakes of 1773, it ended up destroying it. In order to create a new capital, the inhabitants gradually gave life again to the city that today is one of the biggest touristic attractions of Guatemala, due to its colonial architecture. It is an urbanism and colonial architectural jewel that preserves its features as if time had stood still. It was declared by UNESCO a World Heritage Site in 1979 because of its immense cultural and historical value. It is located 45 minutes away from the capital of Guatemala and has a large quantity of historical buildings, churches, temples, museums, and public squares that attract thousands of tourists annually. During their stay, visitors are taken back to the past while walking on its cobblestone streets and admiring its colonial architecture. Petén, adventure in the Mayan world. Guatemala is the birthplace of one of the most important pre-Columbian Mesoamerican civilizations of history, the Mayan culture. Its economical, political, religious, and social development was transcendental, which still amazes both locals and foreigners. A great quantity of traces, perfectly restored archaeological areas have been visited by thousands of people from different parts of the world, who have been astounded by the testimony left by this culture. A civilization started more than 900 years before Christ, with people that were well known for their astronomy and mathematical knowledge, and considered one of the biggest civilizations in the world, that left us with such amazing architectural structures and glyphs that are pieces of art to the world. The city of Tikal, located in Petén, is one of the most well-known sites with amazing temples that make you feel the experience of the Mayan culture. Tikal means place of voices, and with its 576 square kilometers, it is one of the largest cities ever created in the Mayan realm. Since 1979, the whole area has been declared World Cultural and Natural Heritage. The Plaza Mayor, located in the heart of the archaeological park of Tikal, stands out from all the other temples and sites. The square is framed by the so-called Temple 1, also named Temple of the Gran Jaguar, and Temple 2, or Temple of the Masks, as well as by the northern and the central Acropolis. In Petén, you can also find the archaeological site Huachatún, considered one of the oldest cities of the Mayan Empire that dated back to the pre-classical and classical periods. There is too El Mirador, with the biggest structure of a temple ever built by ancient civilizations in the world. Altiplano and the living Mayan culture. The Guatemalan Altiplano, natural diversity and richness in fauna and flora that makes it one of the most popular destinations in the country. Here, you can keep looking at the heritage of the living Mayan culture, full of color, in such amazing textiles handmade by the modern Mayan people of Guatemala. All over the country, but mostly at the local market of Chichicastenango, 3 hours from Guatemala City, which was awarded internationally for the colorful view, full of culture that mixes perfectly traditional dances with joy and color. Here, you can also find, according to National Geographic, the most beautiful lake in the world, Atitlan, located at 1,600 meters above sea level and 18 kilometers surrounded by volcanoes, and at the lakeshore, you can find small towns, making it a majestic, beautiful landscape. Izabal, a green Caribbean. With all its cultural diversity, one should never forget that Guatemala is also a Caribbean country. The northeastern coastal province of Izabal, with its capital Puerto Barrios, the nature you can find here is mostly by the river Rio Dulce, that has been a natural reserve since 1955. The river covers a distance of almost 43 kilometers, having a spectacular beauty and offering a wide variety of jungle, mangroves, and watercourses, a rich biotope for different animals and plants as well. And Lake Izabal, the largest lake in the country that spreads across a surface of 590 square kilometers, here you can find the Fort San Felipe de Lara, built by the Spaniards in the 17th century to defend the strategically important waterways against threats from the Caribbean Sea targeted by pirates. Quiriguá is an ancient Mayan archaeological site that includes unusually large stelae elaborately carved from single blocks of red sandstone brought from quarries 3 miles away, making it an amazing place to see the work of art from the Mayan civilization. In Izabal, you'll be welcomed by the Garifuna people with traditional dances with rhythm and sounds very powerful that invite you to be a part of their choreography. Las Verapaces, natural paradise. The morphology and geography of this region make it a dream destination for adventurers who want to be immersed in the untouched nature. Grottos and caves are usual here, where you can explore rock formations and eroded structures. Be amazed with a natural bridge made of water that flows between 2 mountains called Semuc Champey, with a length of over 300 meters flowing through the river Gabon. 7 pools with a depth of 1 to 3 meters have formed in this way. Las Verapaces, having amazing sights of waterfalls and natural gardens with amazing flowers that can only be found in this location. Oriente, mystical and natural. The region of Oriente is located in a warm climate zone and is characterized by the contrast of its regions with dense jungles, lakes, and waterfalls, as well as one of the most important Catholic pilgrimage destinations. The Central American capital of faith with the Basilica of Esquipulas, a Baroque building from the 18th century. Pacifico, magical and diverse. With its volcano beaches, the Pacific Coast is an exceptional seaside location. Strictly protected sea turtles and other animals live here, and here you can also see humpback whales from December to April. This Pacific region is one of the best fishing areas for the sailfish, and the second best in the world for this sport. You can also hike the Pacaya volcano and see the active crater to feel the earth alive. But if you prefer amusement parks, Chocomil and Chetulul are the places to visit. They have been awarded among the best parks in the world as a place to have fun, joy, and laughter in creative thematic places, visited by thousands of tourists. There is more to know about Guatemala by visiting the website visitguatemala.com, where you can find information of places to go with important facts that enrich your visit. Also in the site, you can have a virtual reality tour to all the 7 tourist regions and experience Guatemala in a 360-degree environment. Guatemala has a variety of activities, such as golf, rafting, cycling, horseback riding, sport fishing, surfing, diving, extreme sports, and motorcycling, including shopping malls, markets, handcraft stores, and prestigious boutiques as an excellent alternative for visitors, where they can buy colorful handmade textiles, silver and jade jewelry, prestigious brand clothing, and accessories. There are also museums, nightlife, and restaurants for all preferences and budgets in Guatemala. You will be able to find those of international and national specialties. In Guatemala, you'll be able to enjoy the delicious gastronomical blend between Spanish and Guatemalan traditional cooking. You can never be bored here. There is something new to explore, whether you like adventure, relaxation, beauty, culture, archaeology, or nature. Guatemala is the secret. Discover it.